Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am a full-time reseller, which means that I go to places like thrift stores, Goodwills. I love the Goodwill outlet. I go to places like that to find items to flip online for a profit on places like eBay and Poshmark. Yesterday, I went to a little hole-in-the-wall thrift store close to me that I haven't been to in forever. I was actually only there one other time, and one of you guys who also follows me on Instagram, I think you also watch my YouTube videos, Cassie. I hope I'm saying that right. It's either Casey or Cassie. I think it's Cassie. But she lives super close to me and we've been talking on Instagram a little bit, and she was like, hey, just a heads up, this thrift store near us is really good. Like, they're constantly getting new donations, and you know, if you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. Like I said, I was there one other time. That was probably 3 or 4 months ago at this point. So after her and I were talking, I figured that I would go check it out, and that's exactly what I did yesterday. My boyfriend and I, we stopped in for about an hour, and the prices there are really good. Like I said, it's a little like mom and pop thrift store. I believe it's ran by a church, and it's all volunteers that work there, and things are really well priced. So I got 20 items to resell, and my average cost of goods was $3.38. So when I say average cost of goods, when I'm done at the thrift store, I'll take the total that I spent, and then I'll add up the number of items that I got, and I'll take the total divided by the number of items I got, which will give me my average cost of goods per piece of clothing or whatever else I got. So let's just jump right into it. I got one pair of shoes. I got one like home decor piece, but the rest of it is clothing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, I actually don't have here with me because I photographed it yesterday, right when I got home. But I thought this was super cute. I made a TikTok on it, a YouTube short, but if you didn't see it, I will pop it up here. So when I walked in the thrift store and I saw this, I was just like, oh my goodness, I know I need to pick this up. This is so cute. Perfect time of year for this because today is September 27th, which means we have about a month until Halloween. So I'm going to be listing this piece today, but I just thought it was so cute and I could not leave it behind. And I will be listing this set for about $30. So the only pair of shoes I got yesterday, well, I got a couple pair of shoes for my daughter, but the only pair of shoes I got to sell were these kids Timberland boots, which these are in really good condition. You can see here there's a little tiny bit of scuffing, but otherwise these are in excellent shape. The soles, I mean, they're just in really good condition. These are a kid size 2. And when I did comps for these, I saw that these were selling around $30, so I will be listing mine around $30. So they're selling between $25 to $35, depending on condition. But because mine are in such good condition, I'll be listing mine right around $30. And now for the clothing. This first piece, I absolutely love selling this brand. And even though it's not really the right time of year for linen, I thought this piece would be a great transition piece. Since it's long sleeve, this color is great for fall time. But this is a J. Jill Love Linen, 100% linen, tunic blouse, button up, size 2X, which is a great size. These are going for around $30 to $35. I will be listing mine right at $35 because, like I said, the color is perfect for this time of year and the size is a great size. This next piece was one of the first pieces that I found. I also love selling this brand. This is a great bread and butter brand for me. This is Duluth Trading Co. Now, this is a more substantial piece by them. This, again, is perfect for this time of year. It is this full zip jacket, but it has a flannel lining. This is in really good condition as well. It feels like it has barely been worn. That's what the lining looks like. And it's kind of like this camel-y, like chestnut color. This, I believe, is a size extra large or a 2XL. The size tag has been cut out, but I did take measurements, and I will compare my measurements to the size chart of this website. But either way, a size extra large or a 2X is a really great size. These are actually going for right around $45. So that's what I will be listing that at. Now, I got a whole bunch, well, not a whole bunch, but I got a few pieces of hunting gear. Now, if you're at the thrift store and if you ever see anything camo, or if you ever see anything hunting related, hunting pants, hunting vest, hunting jacket, definitely do comps, definitely look it up, because hunting gear can go for a decent amount of money. And at this thrift store yesterday, they had a decent amount of things. So this first piece is actually a vintage redhead piece. This is just a long sleeve pocket tee. This I'll be listing around $35, but I love the fact that it's vintage. I don't think I've ever found vintage redhead before. This next piece is actually another redhead piece. This is not vintage, but this is a men's extra large fleece lined camo sweatshirt. These camo pieces are perfect for this time of year. Fall and winter, I know, are big hunting seasons. So yeah, this next piece is another vintage piece. This is by Whitewater Outdoors, and I just loved the style of this jacket. This is sort of like a bomber jacket. It has these really big pockets on it, full zip, but I thought this was really unique, and this I think I'll actually be listing around $40 if I remember correctly. This next thing is a pair of hunting pants. Now this is actually Scent Blocker hunting pants. I think the brand is actually Scent Blocker Plus. That's what it says there. They're lined, they're fleece, and again, hunting pants. They're cargo style, and these are men's size extra large. These are going for around $35 to $40. And then I have another pair of hunting pants, and these are actually a women's size 10. These are a vintage pair of Cabela's pants. Again, women's size 10. These are in excellent condition. Cargo style again, fleece lined, super thick, and perfect for the winter time. Perfect for if you're going to be outside a lot and hunting. So, and then these actually have the Realtree camo on them, which definitely gives it more value as well. I'm trying to find, oh, I'm just kidding. This actually has mossy oak camo on it. I wrote in my listing Realtree, so I will have to change that. But people definitely love mossy oak camo. And again, perfect for this time of year. These women's pair of pants I will be listing for around $50. These next two things are vintage Steelers pieces, which I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I have been my whole life. This is a kid's piece. I thought this was so cute. Size 4T. And the brand is NFL Touchdown Club. I was debating whether or not to keep this for my son because this would fit him perfectly. But he has a vintage Steelers jacket almost exactly like this. So I decided to list it, and I will be listing this for around $25, which in my opinion is really, really good for kids' clothing. This next piece is also a vintage Steelers piece. Now, the brand tag and the style tag have been cut out of this piece, but I just loved how there was graphics on both sleeves, graphic on the front, graphic on the back. Again, I could tell this is definitely an older piece. And this I'll be listing for around $40. Like I said, the size tag was cut out, but I did do measurements, and this measures around a men's size extra large. So a lot of great sizes in this haul, which I really, really appreciate. I love selling bigger sizes for sure. This next piece is a great bread and butter brand for me. And when I actually looked up this exact piece, I was surprised to see how much these were going for. But this is a Torrid size 5X, which is a really great size. I don't think there's any of this exact blouse listed right now in a size 5X. I looked last night, and if I remember correctly, I don't think there are. But this is called the Georgette blouse with an embellished neckline. As you can see, it has this beading detailing, button up, this super cute pink color. These are actually selling for right around $28, which I was really shocked by, with it being a Torrid blouse. Torrid blouses usually go for like $20 to $25. So again, I'm hoping to get around $28 for that one. This next piece is another vintage piece. You know I love selling vintage. This is an Alfred Dunner. Look at this print. Oh my goodness. Giraffe print. This is adorable. It has embroidery, it has some beading. As you can see, it has a little bit of wear there, but in overall really good condition. Full fleece jacket, full button up. This I'll be listing around, I think $40, just because it's a really unique piece. And I tend to list a few dollars higher than what I actually expect to get for pieces, because on eBay, I accept offers, I send offers, and same with Poshmark. I accept offers, I send offers. So to leave a little room for offers, I like to price my things like $5 more or so. This next piece is again a vintage piece. Just look at this. Oh my goodness. I personally love anything embroidered. This has embroidery at the collar. It also is like this acid wash denim, which I really liked. It has embroidery at the pockets there. It also has embroidery on the sleeves. The brand of this is Pretty Blue, but blue is spelled B-L-E-U. Women's size large. This I'll be listing for around $35. This next piece is another vintage sportswear piece. This is a Penn State Nittany Lions piece, which my family is a fan of, so I kind of grew up a Penn State fan as well. I don't really watch college football, but this is single stitch on the sleeves, a men's size 2XL, this super old tag. This I'll be listing around $35, and that's a men's double XL as well. This next piece is a super dry piece, which I believe might be only sold in like the United Kingdom. I'm not positive, but I loved the camo on this. This is a men's size medium, and it's fleece lined, super soft, kind of a thicker material. And the letters here are like 3D, if you could see that, which is pretty cool. This I'll be listing around $30. I was really excited when I found this piece. This is a Harley Davidson piece, kind of Y2K. This is from 2007, so not quite vintage, but almost. But I did put Y2K in the title. It has these flames on the front, and on both sleeves, it also has these flame-like details, which I really, really liked. This is from White Plains, New York. This is a size large, which is also a pretty good size. And this I'll be listing for around $35 as well. Just a couple more pieces here. Actually, just two more pieces here. This is another vintage piece. At first, I wasn't sure if this was actually vintage or if this was kind of like a more recent piece made to look vintage, but this is definitely vintage. When you look at the tag, you could just tell. Definitely an old tag, Zamey Sports, but it says Pro League, like athletic club. It actually has single stitch at the hemline, which I noticed as I was taking pictures. You can see there it has one stitch line, which is another indicator of it being vintage. This is super soft, and the fleece on the inside is still really, really soft. This is more of a lightweight material. The only thing that is wrong with it is that the drawstring is missing, but otherwise this is in really good condition. And I think I'm going to be listing this for around $35. And then we have one last piece here, which this brand I'm really picky with, but this is an older tag, Chico's, size 3, which is a size extra large. And just look at this embroidery on this vest. I thought this was super cool, all embroidered. Some of this is kind of like 3D. It's this like tribal print on the front and the back. It even has an elephant on the back. I thought that was so cute. This I'll be listing around $35 as well. I love finding and selling Chico's pieces like this. Like Chico's vintage pieces a lot of times are super artsy like this, embroidered, super funky, and I love selling pieces like that. So that is everything that I found yesterday to resell at the little hole-in-the-wall thrift store that I went to. This is probably a shorter video than I normally film, but I wanted to show you guys everything that I got because it just made me really excited to go somewhere that I haven't been in a while and go somewhere that I'm not used to and find really great pieces. And I'm definitely going to have to start going there a couple times a month and see what I can find. So thank you so much if you've made it this far. If you have made it this far and you're not subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss any time I upload any videos. I usually post on Tuesdays and Friday mornings. And yeah, thanks again for stopping by. I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you have a great day.